Ramon de la Roche became the world's first licensed female pilot on March 8, 1910, charting the course for women at the controls of an aircraft. Yet, a century later, being a pilot is still a male-dominated career. Some would say that women are not as mechanically inclined as men. As such, women will find it hard to fly a plane. Others would say women do not love planes as much as men do. But despite these common misconceptions, the world is seeing more and more women in aviation, and the proof of this is also evident on local shores. Lately, quite a few of our Guyanese women have been excelling in aviation, the most recent being Captain Shelly-Ann Dookram. This 28-year-old, who was officially licensed as a captain on January 26, 2021, is now one of the only 2 female captains in Guyana and the only one working at Roraima Airways located at Ogle, East Coast, Demerara. During an interview with Dookram on Friday, the high-spirited woman relayed that being a captain still feels like a dream. Dookram, who grew up close by to the Eugene F. Correa International Airport, explained that she was always fascinated with the thought of flying airplanes as a child. However, there was some doubt that the dream would actually come to fruition.
So, growing up, I knew I could not afford it. And my family could not afford it. My grandparents, I grew up with them. So, it was a very humble beginning, and at that point, no, I was just looking at it and thinking hopefully maybe one day.
Reflecting on the era where women were not allowed to pursue certain careers, Dookram expressed that she is proud to be a part of a generation where she is allowed to freely aspire and excel despite the challenges.
But specifically, things like engineering, aviation, where you always think, oh, it's a man's world. So that in itself poses its own challenges, but to be able to do it and come out on top too is a real good accomplishment.
However, despite having this freedom, it is still sometimes difficult to be recruited as a woman in a male-dominated career path, she said. After completing her studies in the United States in 2015, she returned to Guyana and spent a year trying to gain employment. And when she was finally recruited, the experience was daunting.
And the first job that I got, it wasn't the right fit for me. So after I worked for like a month with that company, it didn't work out, and I got disappointed. I didn't want to fly in Guyana anymore because of the challenges that I faced there.
However, Dookram would not allow one bad experience to ruin her passion for flying, and as such, with a determined mind, she persevered. For Dookram, becoming a pilot in 2015 and her recent ascension to the role of captain is proof that a little girl's dreams can become a reality. As such, she hopes her story can inspire young girls to believe in themselves and their dreams.
It's for every young girl out there who has aspirations and dreams of, trying to get something, get in a position where you think you can't, or you're in a position where you think you can't do it. Just believe in yourself. Anything is possible and work hard for it. If I can do it, you can do it.
Dookram also thanked her mentor at Roraima Airways, Captain Larry Barkley, for his immense support throughout her journey. Reporting for the AGP Nightly News, Kendell Richmond.